The house sits quiet, buried in woods that remember everything. Long before they paved roads or named the town Shaddam, something old settled here, something that listens, watches, waits. People don't hear it, but I do. I always have. When the old man lived here, he tried to ignore me. Locked doors, late-night calls to the sheriff, that pathetic old rifle. He knew. He just never said it out loud. Not to anyone but the pages of that journal. Not to his family. I think he was too afraid they'd think he was losing his mind. Or maybe he was afraid they'd believe him. Then he died. The house went still. I stayed close. And eventually, you came. You were already broken when you arrived, Evan. I could feel it on you. Like smoke clinging to a man who's just escaped a fire. Freshly divorced, exiled to this place like it was punishment. You moved through the house like a ghost. Quiet, alone, perfect. The first time I whistled, I was just testing. Just a little tune. Off-key, slow, the kind of sound that gets under your skin. You flinched. That's when I knew you were weaker than him. Each night I got closer, behind the shed, the front porch, the crawl space. I could hear your breathing through the vents. You don't understand how thin the walls are out there, how sound carries in a house built on rot and dust. I watched your hands shake behind those blinds. I saw the way you clutched that shotgun like a child with a toy he didn't understand. You were trying so hard to look brave. But bravery dies alone in places like this. When you found the journals, I knew the game had changed. You were starting to believe. That was good. Fear sharpens the senses. And then, oh, that night, when I stepped into the hallway and let you see me. Pale face, still body, the dark swallowing everything except your trembling voice. You told me not to move, but you didn't even believe yourself. I waited until you raised that weapon, then vanished like a shadow. Just fast enough to remind you. I could have stayed. The next night I knocked, 3 slow knocks at the back door, just to hear your heartbeat spike. Then the floorboard creaked. The light went out on its own. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe I turned it off. You'll never know. I stood there watching you watch me, and when you fled, drove off into the night like a wounded animal. I didn't chase. I didn't have to. The house is mine. It always has been. You were just borrowing it. You changed the locks. Cute. But locks don't matter in a house that lets me in. That place remembers me. It opens to me like a wound. And you? You told yourself it was over, that you were safe in the city. But you still sleep with the lights on sometimes, don't you? That house is still out there, waiting. And so am I, because spring always returns. And so do I.